this is actually a rather interesting comment that you're trying to make this comparison given the fact of what we just saw happen, right? So I showed a video, I talked in a video about how the people within MAGA who bitched and moaned about grocery prices and specifically the price of eggs for months leading up to the election, all of a sudden don't give a shit about grocery prices or the price of eggs. And then there was a specific video that I spotlighted of a gentleman saying that he would spend $100 for eggs if it meant that he could watch Trump make America great again, right? And I talked about how these people drop their fucking morals, drop everything they stand for, drop their principles in the blink of an eye because the dear leader changed the narrative, right? They told us for weeks, months, that they couldn't afford to survive based on the price of groceries. And then when Trump tells them, well, we can't really lower the price of groceries and groceries are just going to be high, they're like, yeah, well, it's worth it to have a patriotic, all-American government again. Now, all of a sudden, they can survive the cost of everything. And so I talked about the hypocrisy that goes on there. And everybody's hypocritical on some level, but MAGA completely dropping the we can't afford to survive bullshit the minute their guy gets elected president. Anyway, this guy comes in and says, you just gonna sit there and pretend the blue no matter who crowd doesn't do the exact same shit? My guy, didn't you just see 19 million Democrats not show up to the polls because they didn't like Kamala Harris's stance on Israel and Gaza, Palestine? No, we don't do the same thing. We don't just drop our morals and everything we stand for when our person gets elected. As a matter of fact, we have a tendency to fuck ourselves and tank elections to try and prove some morally superior point. You just saw it happen. You just saw it happen. If we were the same, all of us that voted for Joe Biden would have showed up, voted for Kamala Harris, and whether she lowered the price of groceries or didn't lower the price of groceries, or did what she said or didn't say she was going to do, we wouldn't give a shit. We didn't even get to that part because 19, whatever the number is, million of us wouldn't even fucking vote for her. Them, I should say. Part of my big tent. I voted for her. I can't be blamed for the shit that's happening now. No, the election just showed you that we're not the same. You guys on the right will vote for the candidate no matter what. You will accept every lie, every betrayal, every untruth, every harm that he befalls you because he's your guy. Now, in all fairness, I've had plenty of good conversations with this gentleman too. So before everybody starts lighting him up, I mean, he's wrong here, but I'm not sure if he's a true Trumper or if he's a Trumper at all. I haven't really gotten to that part with him. Trumpers, though, they will vote for their candidate no matter what, far-right wingers, and then they will deal with whatever harm he causes them because they won. I can't even get all of my people to show up. We, on the left, can't even get all of our people to show up to the polls because they don't like one thing Kamala Harris stands for. No, we're not even close to the same.